Ganduje El Rufai and co. don't care about you. Buhari's aide drops a bombshell. Hello everyone, welcome to Newsport TV. The Special Assistant to President Muhammadu Buhari on Digital Communications, Bashir Ahmed, has slammed Kano State Governor Abdullahi Ganduje and his counterpart, Governor Nasir El Rufai of Kaduna State, over their outburst following the decision of the Central Bank of Nigeria on old Naira notes. Earlier reports that El Rufai countered President Muhammadu Buhari's pronouncement during his nationwide broadcast on Thursday morning. The Nigerian leader had maintained that the Naira redesign policy by the Central Bank of Nigeria stands. Buhari said only the old 200 Naira notes would be acceptable for transactions until April 10th, while the old 500 Naira and 1000 Naira remain banned, as announced by the Apex Bank earlier. However, in a statewide address on Thursday night, Governor El Rufai declared that the old Naira notes would remain legal tender in Kaduna until the Supreme Court of Nigeria decides otherwise. The Kano State government has also dared business owners in the state to reject old Naira notes and risk losing their operational licenses or face sanctions. The state governor, Abdullahi Ganduje, in a statement issued by the Commissioner for Information and Internal Affairs, Malam Muhammad Garba, averred that the old Naira notes are still legal tenders. He said the Supreme Court was emphatic on its interim injunction on the issue of old Naira notes, which would continue to be used as legal tender, hand in hand with the new ones until a gradual and final phase-out. So why are Ganduje and El Rufai and co. fuming? In a series of posts on Twitter, Bashir Ahmed claimed El Rufai, Ganduje and others are only angry at the Naira redesign policy because the money they have stolen and stashed is now useless. According to him, the aggrieved governors do not care for the masses, but are only fighting for their selfish interest. Bashir further dared both governors to directly deposit the alleged such money they are claiming was legally gotten to CBN and the Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, NFIU, and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, will wait to investigate the legality of the money. He wrote, "They have stashed money and now they are useless. That's the reason for all the fuming. Ganduje and co. don't care about the masses. If the money Ganduje and friends are shouting about is legit, why don't they deposit it to CBN, the EFCC, and NFIU? We'll wait for them to verify." So this is the Senior Special Assistant to the President, Bashir, slamming Ganduje, El Rufai, and also those in the league of the APC governors who are fighting against this. We have the governor of Kogi State, Yahya Bello, and Akeredolu also, who has joined the suite with the Supreme Court and all of that. But Nasir El Rufai is the one spearheading this campaign against the governor. Now, with this is just echoes a lot of what Nigerians are saying, that why are our APC governors suddenly aggrieved and just shouting everywhere about this cash swap policy? They have never taken this forceful stance against anything that their administration has done. This is not the only policy that has brought pain, hardship, and, suffering to Nigerians. In the last 1 year, we've had 8 months of our undergraduates sit down at home because ASU was on strike. And what did they do? Nothing. None of them was forceful about insisting or taking the case to the Supreme Court or whatever it is. They sat in their air-conditioned offices and rooms, because they are not concerned. Their children are not in any Nigerian university. Most of these politicians kept flaunting pictures of their children graduating from foreign universities. And like one of, the APC top shot did, Bajabia Mila, when he did that, Nigerians slammed on him to say, no, you don't do this and all that, because he went for like a training, whatever abroad. So these statements by Bashir that these governors have slashed money somewhere and their money will get rotten. Because if not so, why must you stash money for election? If not for vote buying and to intimidate voters? Why are you screaming up and down about this? APC is not the only party contesting for presidency. The Labour Party is there, the PDP is there. Why is he hitting them so differently? Apparently, there's been issues internally, and there's an allegation that they have ganged up against the president to say, we are not going to make this easy for him. So why did they all go wrong? Why they are there once chummy relationship turned into
APC has not recorded any success.
Disgrace.
That
like
President
this,
Muhammadu
because
Buhari
it's quite a
specifically has not achieved any success in the last 8
At
years.
this time, you're now knowing the administration did not do anything.
You are
Ganduje
also
says
says, if you've known that it wasn't performing well, why wait for the tail end of the 8 years to speak out and be firing at all cylinders? Just because this last one is not just hitting the poor people, but hitting the rich and the politicians who always think that everything will work together for their favor. And the president right now, apart from the fact that he said he has agreed for 200 naira to be a legal tender, the 500 and 1,000 naira remains illegal to be used for transactions anywhere in Nigeria. But Nasiru has come out to say, in Kaduna State, everybody should still keeping the money. And some Kaduna people are saying, we'll rather obey the president than you, because the reality on the ground is that people are not accepting it, because banks are not taking it. So what's the point of collecting money that I will not be able to use again? So that's the situation of things right now. And for the senior special assistant to the president, Bashir, to come out to slam Ganduje and El Rufai and co like this, it shows that we are still going to see such more utterances in the next few days. We have just about 5 days to the presidential election, and honestly, the uncertainty in the air is just so palpable. Nobody can tell what is going to happen. Nobody knows what next